Blessed love and blessings way up to my Fire fam. We back with another video. Welcome to Coach Fire Boxing Abundance YouTube Boxing Gym. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys 3 different techniques that you can work on that's instantly going to turn up your defense. It's instantly going to make you a better defensive fighter so long as you implement it and work on it daily, or as long as you're training boxing, you're working on these things, right? Before we get into the video, we got to pay our gym dues. Double jab straight down the pipe. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when all the new videos drop on Coach Fire Boxing Abundance, right? We need to ensure that you guys are becoming the best boxers that you can be. So make sure you're paying your gym dues. Let's get into the video. First tip is just going to start with your stance alone. I think the first 2 tips is just in your stance alone, right? I'm in my boxing stance because a lot of people, they take this for granted, right? I'm in my boxing stance and I'm just standing here. I'm standing in my boxing stance, right? But a lot of you guys are leaning forward in your boxing stance. You're coming into the pocket head first. Your head is over your knee, right? That's not good. Let me come on this side and let me stay on the line, right? I'm in my boxing stance. I'm centered. Some of you guys are leaning forward. When you lean forward in your boxing stance, right, those big hookers want to be on their front leg throwing those hooks. But when you're leaning forward in your boxing stance, right, I'm already putting my head closer to the pocket than it needs to be just in my stance. So one way to fix that is just be centered. Have your weight balanced on both legs, okay? Instead of leaning forward, where 60% is on my front foot and 40% is back here, I want it to be 50-50. I'm sitting down, right? If you want to make it even more defensive, you go back on the back leg, okay? 60% on the back leg, 40% on the front leg. Watch the pivot, okay? 60% on the back leg, 40% on the front leg. That automatically, if I'm leaning on my front leg and I come all the way back here to 60-40 back here, that automatically takes my head about almost a foot away from the pocket, right? So just in your stance, you're more defensively, right? Second tip, another thing with your stance. A lot of you guys are standing there. Remember, we talk about that line. Bang. A lot of you guys are just standing there and your head is constantly on the line. You're throwing punches, your head is on the line. You move this way, your head is still on the line. You move this way, your head is still on the line, right? In your boxing stance, okay? Now my head is slightly off the line. I'm crouched over just a little bit, right? To my right, I'm orthodox. Now my head is slightly off the line, right? If I'm a southpaw, okay? If I'm a southpaw, I'm slouched over a little bit, right? I'm slouched over a little bit to my left side. Orthodox, I'm slouched over a little bit. Just a little bit. I just want my head to be off that line. I don't want my head to be constantly here. You see Lomachenko as a southpaw. He's constantly doing that front foot fake. Bang, that front foot feint. Know what that does? It's constantly keeping his head off the line while giving you something to react to. The third tip is big because as weird as it may sound, I feel like this one gets overlooked in a sport of boxing where both people are punching. Some of you guys, and this is considering that you've already started sparring or maybe you've already started fighting. Some of you guys are just, you get in there, and boxing is a sport where, like I said, both people are punching, but some of you guys get in there and act like you don't expect the other person to throw punches. Part of the thing that's going to make your defense better is realizing that punches are going to be thrown back at you. So when I understand that punches are going to be thrown back at me, I'm automatically anticipating that punches are going to be thrown at me. So what I'm doing is when I'm in my stance, I'm constantly posturing, right? I did a video before on how to see punches coming, and some people were confused on the things that I was doing because I had weights in my hand doing that stuff. What I'm doing with the weights is when you put down the weights, that's going to make the things that you're doing here, the defensive movements that you're doing here, that's going to make them come off quicker and make them come off faster. And some people weren't realizing that, right? If I'm seeing the punch coming, bang, and I'm here, that movement with my weights, when I put the weights down, is going to make it faster. Now, a part of seeing punches coming is anticipating that punches are going to be thrown at you, realizing that in boxing, I'm not the only one punching. Punches are going to be thrown back at me. So with that being said, I want to already be anticipating that punches are going to be thrown at me. I want to be constantly posturing. I don't just want to be standing there, not moving my head, not moving my feet, waiting to get hit with shots. Okay. You got to posture a little bit, constantly taking your head off the line. Your hands are moving. Okay. Your head is moving. Your hands aren't down here, but they're here in front of your face still. And they're moving. You're giving the other guy something to think about. You're not just standing there and not moving your head like the punching bag. You understand? So 3 things that are going to make your defensive better. 1, your stance, right? Don't go head first into the pocket. Okay. Sit 50-50 or sit 60-40, right? Another thing, your stance. Don't be just standing there with your head on the line. Crouch a little bit. Okay, crouch a little bit. Take that head off the line. Either way, I can be here, I'm walking into the pocket. I can be here, I'm walking into the pocket. I can be here, I'm walking into the pocket. I could be switching, right? 3rd thing is be posturing in your stance. Be posturing. Something is always moving. Hands are moving. Head is moving. Feet are moving. I'm not just standing there still. So you guys take in the lesson, all right? Listen to what I'm saying. Stay locked in. And that's another thing. Your defense got to be good. You got to be locked in. So when I'm talking to you guys, stay locked in. Don't just rush through the video or, you know what I'm saying? Oh, he's not telling me what I want to hear right now. Listen to everything that I'm saying, because ultimately it's going to help you develop into a better boxer. Also, listen to your coach. You guys got YouTube coaches and real coaches. If you've already started boxing, listen to them. All right. We are all trying to help you guys develop into the best boxers that you can be. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon so you can be notified when all new videos are dropping. Next video, I'm going to be showing you guys defensive drills that help you with the stuff that I'm talking about in this video. Let's grow.